Slowing down in life and living in Alaska allowed me to learn to be content and happy with simple things. Come take a peek into how I spent 3 weeks living in Alaska, where life takes on a slower pace, and slow living comes when we explore the simplicity of a more intentional lifestyle filled with contentment and serenity. I've spent about close to 2 weeks here in Seward, Alaska. In my time here, I decided that I want to get off social media, and I put on hold any form of communication with people just so that I can soak in everything. It has been great. Of course, I had to take some time to get used to being in solitude, but I would say I'm pretty good at spending time with myself. Days here in Seward are long, and we pass time either by being in the sweet company of others or the comforting presence of our own selves. Life is simple here, and taking a break from social media has been great. Without connection to the outside world, I feel more in the present. It's almost like the magic of Alaska stripped away the identity I'd attached to myself, and I'm just another human being. Witnessing the beauty of the nature here makes me realize that I am only one speck in this entire universe. A typical day here begins with work in the morning, and as a team we divided our tasks for the day and made the most of the time with good music, light-hearted banter, and interesting conversations. When we had work hours, we took the car down to town for some delicious burgers and headed to the dock to sit and soak in the sun for a while. Time felt like it stood still, and I finally drew for leisure on my notebook, took regular walks in nature, and cycled for miles and let my thoughts flow. For someone who wants to shake free of tying my identity to how much I achieve or how much I produce, it was much needed and craved for relieving respite. How do we measure our productivity or value in such a setting? By the things we accomplish, or just by being filled with gratitude and thankfulness for another day? I like to think that a happy life is one that belongs to you, that reflects who you are. This doesn't mean that your life will be perfect or easy, but you will feel empowered and autonomous as you navigate the world, because you participated in the growth process and intentionally created who you are as a person. The environment and pace of things in Seward was a perfect setting to practice slow living. Simple things like the weather taught me how to make the best use of whatever conditions we had. The slow pace of being present and grounded in the task we do, as opposed to multitasking or having my head in multiple directions, allow me to just be, without proving my worth. How we entertain ourselves when we don't have much to do, through embracing the company of others, provided comfort. There was definitely also more movement, exploration, living, and exercising, as the alluring nature seduces one to get out and be active. Here are 5 ways to be content that living in Alaska has taught me. Firstly, to know how to embrace seasonality. Life in Alaska is very intimately tied to the seasons. Learning to embrace the season and its own opportunities and challenges literally and metaphorically allows us to make room for appropriate activities that flows with natural rhythms. In winter, the colder months can be used for reflection, rest, and personal growth. So it's currently the 17th of May, and it's insane how there's still so much snow on the ground. Look at that. This is a time for introspection and planning, akin to the way nature slows down and conserves energy. As spring arrives, we can gradually increase our activity, mirroring renewal and blossoming in nature. And in summer, with its longer days and abundant energy, inviting us to be more active, social, and to reap the fruits of our labor. By tuning into natural cycles, we can create a balanced, fulfilling lifestyle that nurtures our well-being. Instead of resisting to change, learning to adapt and thrive within our circumstances can bring about a sense of contentment. Secondly, I've learned that it is important to do things that refuel your energy and recharge your soul. The pursuit of happiness is often found in the enjoyment of processes where we get to express ourselves or spend time recharging and refueling our energy, while having the chance to engage in activities that energize me but are not necessarily productive, whether it's hiking, playing the piano, or drawing. Active engagement and appreciating the things in life that bring about joy and satisfaction to your soul encourages a sense of well-being. Number 3, cultivating community and connections. In the vast and sometimes isolating wilderness of Alaska, community and connections are vital. While in Seward, I was invited to join social gatherings with my host friends. I saw how people built and maintained relationships, clustering together with people with similar goals who could look out for one another. They said that having each other for company in winter was how they got by the long and freezing days. Number 4, treasure small novelties. Being in Alaska allows one to often find joy in the little things. For example, a beautiful alpenglow where the golden sunlight illuminates the tip of a mountain, a wildlife sighting, or a quiet moment by a stream. Seeking out small everyday wonders can break the monotony and bring a fresh perspective to your daily routine and help to see the beauty in the mundane. Lastly, living in Alaska has taught me that while we can't control everything, we always have choices within our circumstances. The weather in Seward isn't always sunny, but instead of feeling frustrated, we adapt our activities instead. Rainy days become opportunities for cozy indoor activities, while sunny days invite outdoor adventures. After a long while, because the snow is so deep, we're still stuck here, and I think I'm just gonna head back down because the view is amazing and I saw it here. Accepting and adapting to the natural ebb and flow of the weather teaches us to find joy regardless of external circumstances. And this mindset shifts focus from what we cannot control to what we can, finding freedom in our choices. In this time and age where efficiency and productivity runs a lot of our lives, where we are constantly trying to achieve and do more, maybe prioritizing slowing down and embracing the joys of slow living is one way to allow us to go further in our journey with more intentionality, contentment, and well-being, as we value the respite and refueling that comes with being present and not going at 100 miles an hour with our to-do list.